Today we're going over 5 massive mistakes I see people make that limit them from reaching the body of their dreams and burning body fat. These are mistakes that I've even made myself in the past that I see people make far too often. If you avoid all 5 of these mistakes, you're gonna be on your way to shredding up for summer, cut down body fat, and really getting into the best shape of your life. So make sure to avoid all 5 of these. With that said, we're gonna hop right into the first mistake that I see people make. All right, so mistake number 1 that I see people make is doing too much cardio. Burning body fat, leaning out, losing weight is really just a simple math equation. At the end of the day, we have a basal metabolic rate, which that is the amount of calories that it takes for a body just to function. This is not talking about activity, just the base amount of calories that it takes for a body to function. We add our expenditure from daily activities, we add our expenditure from exercise, and that gives us our maintenance amount of calories. And in order to lose weight and burn body fat, we need to be in a caloric deficit. With that, a lot of times people think that they really need to add all this cardio in to burn body fat, and they think that that is the answer. And they add all their cardio in the beginning, and that is a huge mistake. And I'm gonna tell you why, and also I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. Tip number 5 is doing the wrong type of cardio. So make sure that you stay for the end of the video so you can make sure that you're not doing the wrong type of cardio. When you start dieting and when you start your cut, you try to lose weight, lose body fat, you should start off in a small caloric deficit, and that is really where the deficit should come from. We can add a couple days of cardio. The problem with adding all this cardio in the beginning is your body's gonna get used to whatever you throw at it. So if you decrease your calories and you add a bunch of cardio, eventually your body's gonna get used to that. It's gonna bring its maintenance amount of calories down. And at that point, you're either gonna have to cut more calories or add more cardio. And that's a tough place to be in. So in the beginning, I would recommend starting off with 2, maybe even 3 times of cardio a week. You could always increase the duration. You could always increase the amount of times and the frequency that you're hitting your cardio, but you don't wanna throw 5 or 6 days of cardio in at once, because like I said, your body's gonna acclimate to that. And then from there, you're gonna have to do more and more and more and more cardio. And you're just gonna get in this really tricky situation where you're doing too much cardio and it's not really getting you to where you wanna be. Like I said, make sure that you stay for step 5. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Step number 5 is you're doing the wrong type of cardio. So make sure that you stay to the end of the video and I'll let you know the tips on that. Now, before we hop into the second mistake that I see people make, if you're ready to take all the guesswork out of your programming and you're ready to see real results, I just released my full program that I'm currently doing to get in the best shape of my life for my wedding. So I just released my 8-week shred program, which like I said, is literally the same exact program that I'm doing every day, that I knew was gonna work, that I'm currently doing for myself. So if you're interested in that one, I will leave the link to that down in the comments below. So if you're ready to take your fitness to the next level and you're ready to get in the best shape of your life and you're ready to stop guessing what exercises and what sets and what the reps to do, like I said, go check out my 8-week shred program and really take your fitness to the next level. The second biggest mistake that I see people make is cutting their calories too low from the get-go. What I mean by that is we talked about how it's really just a simple math equation. We have a maintenance amount of calories, we need to be in a caloric deficit in order to lose weight. And a lot of times, just like the cardio example, people take that to the extremes and they say, okay, if my maintenance amount of calories is 2,000 calories, I need to be eating 1,000 calories. And they subtract all these calories. And the problem with that is, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of awesome weight loss in the beginning, but 1, you're gonna stall out eventually. 2, you're gonna start to pull from muscle mass. You're gonna lose muscle mass and skeletal muscle mass that's taking you hard effort to build, and that's the last thing you wanna do. So what I would recommend is starting off with a small deficit. We wanna start off somewhere between a deficit of 250, maximum of 500 calories of a deficit. So say, for example, that someone can eat 2,000 calories, that's their maintenance amount of calories, and they want to create a deficit of 250 to maximum of 500, they would need to eat somewhere between 1,750 to 500. Now, I would err on the side of 250, kind of monitor your weight, and if you're not losing weight, then you could subtract a couple more hundred calories. We want to make sure that we can eat the most amount of food possible while losing the most amount of weight, most amount of body fat possible. I could talk about, it's a simple math equation, but if you take it to the extremes, that's where it starts to get tricky. If you cut your calories too drastically too soon, 1, you're gonna lose muscle mass. 2, your body's gonna really acclimate to that same amount of calories or that really low calorie point, and you're just gonna get stuck and you're not gonna be able to pull any more calories because eating less than 1,000 calories is stupid. Don't do it, please. So you gotta promise me that you're not gonna cut too many calories too soon, and I promise you're gonna see results. The third mistake is they think that when they start cutting, they need to completely reinvent the wheel and they need to increase their reps and do all these crazy high reps so that they can burn more calories. Don't do that. It took hard work and it took progressive overload. It took time to build muscle mass. And when we get into a cut or we get into a weight loss or burning fat stage, we want to make sure that we're keeping our strength training heavy and we're still trying to focus on progressive overload. This is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to help you maintain the muscle mass that we have because it's constantly going to tell your body that you need to maintain the muscle because it's being used, it's being challenged consistently. Two, this is going to help you continue to build strength. And even in some cases, it may help you build muscle mass as you lose body fat. So do not increase your reps just for the sake of burning more calories. You need to keep your strength training heavy and you need to consistently focus on progressive overload. Don't light the weight. There's going to be days where you may not feel like training super heavy, but you still have to challenge yourself to do things that you've never done. Maybe it's a rep, or maybe it's 2 reps, or maybe it's 5 pounds over the course of a couple weeks, but try your best not to just increase your reps and do super high reps for the sake of burning more calories. The fourth mistake that I see people make, and this is one that is really a big picture type of thing, where when we get into health and when we get into fitness, it should be about health. It should be about your personal fitness, and we really need to take into consideration our actual overall health and our well-being first. And that's the fourth mistake that I see people make, is that they don't prioritize their health. What I mean by that is they don't prioritize their sleep, they don't prioritize their quality of foods, they don't prioritize their stress levels. All that goes out the window, and all that does play a role in your ability to lose fat and make changes. If you're a stressed out mess, you're not sleeping, and you're not making good quality food choices, you are not going to get to the body of your dreams. The bare minimum, we need to be sleeping minimum of 6 hours every night. Ideally, we need to be in that 7 to 8 hours. That's going to help your body recover. And one thing you need to think about is when we're dieting and when we're in a caloric surplus, we're never at what our body exactly needs in order to maintain homeostasis. We're in a deficit. Our body is really in an energy deficit. And that's where it becomes really important that we need to get to sleep, because only when we sleep and only when we repair are we going to repair the muscles that we break down in the gym. Quality of food is something that's huge too. Now, I'm a big proponent of fitting things into your macros. So saying you want to fit a cookie or a slice of pizza or whatever your thing is into your macros, I'm okay with doing that every once in a while. But most of the time, you want to get the most bang for your buck. Your high quality foods are going to be far less dense in calories, and you're going to get the most amount of micronutrients in them. Things like vegetables, sweet potatoes, protein sources. All these types of things are very nutritious. They have a relatively low amount of calories, and they're going to keep you satiated, full, but they're also going to help you get your micronutrients in that you need. And stress, that's really the killer. I know that we can't necessarily control the outside world of our stress. Everybody has stress, but we need to find ways to manage it. Now, exercise is a great way that we can manage it, but say that you're really stressed out all the time, you need to find ways that you can really manage your stress, because if you're consistently in a stressed out position, one, you're going to be releasing so much cortisol, your body's just going to be going crazy and going on overdrive, and your body's going to be really resistant to making body composition changes and burning body fat. So all of these things really play a big role in achieving the body of your dreams. Make sure that you're prioritizing your health. All right, so I alluded to it earlier, and the fifth mistake that I see people make all the time is they're doing the wrong type of cardio. What I mean by that is a lot of times people think that we need to do these really hard, really high intensity cardio workouts, these HIIT workouts, these sprint workouts, and burn all these calories. I'm gonna burn this body fat, and it's really intense, and those are great. Yes, you wanna do 1, maybe 2 cardio workouts like that every week, but it should be every single cardio workout that you're doing. This style of cardio is great for burning calories. It's a good challenge, gets good sweat going, but the problem with doing this every single cardio workout is these workouts are taxing on the muscular and nervous system, and it's hard to recover from that. You already have to recover from your strength training sessions as it is. So if you add too many high intensity days on top of that, it's just gonna be really hard to recover. You're gonna break your body down, and that's gonna get to a place where you're gonna start to hit this stalling point. You're gonna feel like crap, and it's just not gonna be good. So say that you're hitting 3 cardio workouts a week, what I would recommend is you have 1 day a week where it's more higher intensity. You do those higher intensity intervals. You get your heart rate up there. Maybe you're doing a circuit, or you're doing some intervals on a treadmill or a bike. Do stuff like that, because yes, that's going to be great for improving your VO2 max, getting a really high amount of calorie burn. But the other 1 to 2 days, what I would do is I would find some moderate to lower intensity cardio and do that, because yes, you're going to still get a good amount of calorie burn. You're going to tap into using body fat. We're going to teach your body how to utilize body fats, and it's going to be a lot less taxing on the body. Make sure that you're not doing too much high intensity. I promise it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but if you stick to that low amount of high intensity, using it sparingly, your body's going to feel a lot better. You're going to have more energy for your strength training workouts. You're going to be able to maintain more muscle mass and just overall going to see better progress. So those are the 5 mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to lose fat, trying to lose weight, and really get into a cut phase. I want you to let me know your favorite down in the comment section below. And if you made it this point in the video and you haven't done so already, make sure that you smash the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'll post weekly fitness content to help you get in the best shape of your life. My current series that I'm doing, I'm posting videos every week. I'm getting married this year, and my goal is to get down to 8% body fat, really get in the best shape of my life. So if you're interested in that journey, I'm posting videos every single week, and if you're subscribed, you won't miss out on any of those videos. Also, like I said, I literally made my full program available to you. I just made an 8-week shred program, so if you're interested in that one, the link to that is down in the comments below. So if you're ready to take your fitness to the next level, ready to stop guessing, ready to see real results, go check that one out. Like I said, the link to that is in the comments below. I'm gonna leave a workout video for you guys to go watch next. Make sure you go check that one out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.